Wonderful to see everybody joining in this special event that has been organized called as TCS Sustainathon. We would like to welcome all of you in this event. It is a e-launch of this effort for combating waste management problems in Pune city. And it is wonderful. I see Parag Karandikar also has joined in, editor of Maharashtra Times. Great to have you, Parag ji.
Good morning.
Very good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
There's a fleet of students who have joined in live in YouTube, and great to see this as an event getting driven by TCS Sustainathon as a student edition, which will get kicked off today in auspicious hands of Dr. Mashelkar himself. He has also joined, so we are blessed to have him, a great figure, a personality who inspires us. Namaskar. Great to see you, and it's a blessing even to be in front of you. So I bow to you. Right. So we have a great presence. Agenda is, I'll just flash the agenda for everybody's benefit for the flow of how the events will happen. Right. So we will briefly have welcoming to all the guests as we see. And then we'll move on to a logical inauguration in the Indian traditional way of lighting lamp in hands of Dr. Mashelkar. We'll have Dinanath Kolkar, who is a Vice President in TCS for Analytics and Insights, giving an overview of Sustainathon, TCS Sustainathon Pune edition, as the way it stands. We'll have a small video on overview of Sustainathon as it pans out for Pune. And we have Parag Karandikar, editor of Maharashtra Times, who joined in. He would share his insights about the event, how it is actually panned out from his point of view for his role, and also a proud Pune citizen. Then we have a pre-recorded panel discussion between the channel partners. And so that will go for around 10 minutes. Then I would request Dr. Mashelkar later to inaugurate and have a keynote address. And then finally, it will be Dinanath Kolkar who will close this event. So it will be roughly 1.5 hours to set expectations, long event, 1.5 hours event. So I would like you, all of you, as a precaution of use of this technology platform, to mute yourself on audio and video, and have a great, I would say, appreciate this event as it moves, and stay tuned moving forward for this. Now, Bridge, I would say that we will remove the waiting room and let anybody and everybody join in as we welcome them, so that right. And it has been a great pleasure to set this event up, and I would like to definitely thank Dina, who has spearheaded this effort to really make it happen, connected with who's who in this space. Surekanji, I would request you to switch off your video and audio. Thanks so much. We have also been, joined by the PMC head office, Mr. Ajit Deshmukh, Mr. Pathan, Mr. Dr. Ketki has joined from the group. So we would like to welcome you all, and great to see your presence and great focus on this event. And wonderful. Thank you all of you. Good morning. Right. So I believe we are 10:34. As we were going to start at 10:30, I would just take Dina's permission, and shall we kick off this event? Also, Dr. Mashelkar, shall we start this event if everybody is okay?
Go ahead.
Sure. Please go ahead.
Excellent. So, this is a great culmination of efforts by various individuals. This is where we are extremely happy to start this event called as e-launch. So digital launch of TCS Sustainathon Pune student edition, and it's focusing on combating waste management problems in Pune city, where This event goes back and has this history. I would just like to see, the way that it has got carved out. And it's extremely happy to see that, even in the morning when we heard our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, talking about on the speech that he has given on the Independence Day about West Recycle, his focus on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan from 2nd October to 2014, which he has got more focus on e-waste management in 2021 post February. So I think it's a great culmination of effort and context to see TCS giving a great focus for waste management as an area that we need to take it forward. And I would say that it has a heritage of bringing together Tata's, TCS as a corporate, as a technology company to really drive it strongly. So I would like to definitely thank all of you to have joined in. I'm having an honor to be present on the dais, and I would like to thank Dina and his team. I would request Bridge to quickly, this is a technology things where Bridge, as a part of the team, has been proxying me. He will be the one who is, for the disaster management. If something goes wrong, where my digital communication fails, Bridge is the one that you will be in the safe hand. So everything is planned, packed, absolutely, in a details, minute to minute. And, that's where we start. Thanks, Bridge. And then I would like to request, Mr. Dinanath Kolkar, who is the Vice President of and a Global Head of Analytics and Insights in TCS. And this is his brainchild to bring the TCS Sustainathon as a next step to the earlier version, which happened in Singapore, in Pune as the first step. I would definitely like to welcome him and share his thoughts on the genesis of Sustainathon. It is the way that we do it in Indian tradition. We remember gods, we pray, and digitally we are going to have lighting of a lamp on the screen. I would like to request Dr. Mashelkar to digitally bless us, saying that that it is on. I'll just put this on the screen so that everybody gets that. So on that great note, I would like to request Dina to take over for his, sharing his insight about the genesis. Thanks, Dina.
Thank you, Shirish, and welcome to all of you to the e-launch of the TCS Sustainathon Pune edition 2021. First of all, wishing you all a very happy Independence Day. And I look forward to your participation and support and blessings in this very interesting initiative that we have created. This initiative sort of started off with my discussions with Dr. Vijay Kelkar about 2.5 years back. That time PIC, of which Dr. Kelkar is the vice chair, had come up with a policy paper around the pathway to taking Pune to carbon neutrality by 2030. And he shared this with me, and also on the backdrop of some of the other work that Janwani has been doing. He gave me a perspective about how PIC has taken the lead in defining the overall carbon neutral goal for Pune, and shared with me about the team, which is led by Amitav Malik sir, and gave me a perspective. And then he said, you have a very large organization like TCS, which is having a base in Pune. We should definitely look at how TCS can take that lead and participate in this. And that stayed in my mind for a while. And obviously we were hit with the pandemic subsequently, and I really did not get much to do about it. Fast track, two things which happened. We obviously have a Pune knowledge cluster that has been set up under the leadership of Ajit Kembavi, which is has the blessings from the principal scientific advisor to the government of India. And many of us, including some of the senior leaders, are participating. Dr. Mashelkar is the chair and the advisory committee. And they are focused on looking at what can be done in the city of Pune by bringing in advances of technology. At the same time, I have been very actively involved with IEEE. And during one of my interactions with the students, they brought up this topic of sustainability. And they said, we need something where we can actually engage, we can participate, we can ideate. And it would be good if TCS can help us from a digital or a virtual platform perspective. So that's the background. There were some things which was already happening, some progress which has already been made. There were some things which were set up. There was a very keen interest from the students. And then I looked out and I found that TCS had already launched the TCS Sustainathon platform in September. This was launched in July 2020, but the event actually happened in September, called TCS Sustainathon. And it was quite successful in the way it was organized and the participation which was there. And I said, why not actually just bring Sustainathon, which was already there, into India and deploy it in Pune? So that's where the overall genesis started. And that is how we said, let us replicate whatever practice has been initiated. And this was actually an initiative of the Asia Pacific Geography and the Chief Technology Office Research and Innovation setup of TCS that had created this platform. And obviously, Pune as a city is always blessed with great thought leaders. And we decided to involve all the three institutions, be it Pune International Center, IEEE Pune section, and the Pune Knowledge Cluster as our strategic partners into the TCS Sustainathon for Pune. What was the objective? How do we actually envisage this particular initiative? And this is not something which is a one-off thing. We do look at this being a partner to the overall goal that has been set up for making Pune carbon neutral by 2030. So this is a platform for idea collection in form of crowdsourcing, a very inclusive platform that allows us to get participation from across Pune and the citizens of Pune. We'll leverage digital technologies as an organization. We will participate and enable a lot of these. We will leverage the technology expertise from the strategic partners that we have. We'll focus on societal and environment issues aligning to the Sustainable Development Goals. Very clearly, we want to ensure that we look at participation from the younger generation in a significant way. And also look at creating an overall partner ecosystem, because it is very important to look at getting the right experts together to address some of these areas. What is the overall goal at the end state? When we want to look at how can we create a sustainable tomorrow? And the tomorrow is in the hands of the young generation. We all of us can participate in making that a reality. And giving the exposure to the students, inspire them to play an active role, enable and empower them, because it's not just about ideation, but also looking at how do you take it through to execution. So our objective would be to actually ensure that once these ideas come up, we work with some of these partners through the process. And we do have a roadmap for this. So it's not just, Shirish talked about the waste management. We also want to look at other areas, problem areas around air quality, around the communities, around climate, and also look at taking it pan-India. And also we have started initiatives of taking TCS Sustainathon to other global locations with an objective that we will have more and more opportunity to leverage the platform that has already been built. We're very fortunate to have an August steering committee across Pune, the who's who concerned. We have Ruchi Mathur, who is the CEO of Lighthouse Communities, Vandana Saxena Poria, who is an Order of the British Empire, and also very actively involved with NCCI and some of the institutions here. Sachin Ratnaparki, who is the center head for Pune. We have Dr. Arvind Shaligram, who is the professor at managing the SPPU Research Park. Dr. Vidya Yerwadekar, who is the Pro-Chancellor for Symbiosis, Girish Khilari, who is the Chairman for IEEE Pune section, Professor Amitav Malik, who has been the guiding force for us, and also very actively involved with all these initiatives, Ravi Arora from the Tata Sons, Professor Mathai Joseph, who was the former executive director for our research center in Pune, and Ajit Kembavi, who is the head for the Pune Knowledge Cluster. So this is a group of the steering committee, which is going to guide the entire initiative as we take it over the years. We're coming very specifically to this particular Pune Sustainathon edition that we have created, combating waste management challenges for the city of Pune. We decided to have challenge partners, and obviously Pune Municipal Corporation has been doing some amazing work through the years, as we have launched Swachh Bharat, and has got partnerships from Aadhar Poonawalla Clean City Initiative as well as such. And they were very supportive, right from the time we actually approached them. They had various meetings with us, and we are very blessed to have them participate in this event as well. So it shows great commitment from them. And we are all there to ensure that whatever ideas come up are very much implementable through the process. So very clearly, these challenge partners will play a very active role in the process. So what are the challenges that we have arrived at? There are 3 challenges, and we have categorized into 2 categories. One for the undergraduate and the postgraduate students, and this is across all the type of students which are there in the city of Pune. The first challenge is around zero waste community, how to create a zero or minimal waste generating home, locality, housing society. The second one is the waste to wealth. How do we actually create business models which could actually generate avenues for translating the waste which is generated into something which can potentially be useful. And I'm sure you would have seen the e-waste to the medals creation video which went viral very recently, which was done by Japan. And I'm sure many such ideas would come up from the students as well. And third one is to empower the waste handlers. We feel that significant amount of effort goes into the waste management and the handling, and we want to look at how to support and enable the waste handling function. So these are the 3 challenges for the UG and the PG students. There is challenge for the students, school students as well. We felt that while there is one hand, there is action and there is clear-cut initiatives that we will drive. Awareness is also very creative way of actually driving this particular initiative and getting the community to participate. So my waste, my responsibility is the theme, and as a challenge for the students to create a poster to represent the ideas and spread awareness on waste management. So here is a set of timelines that we have come up with. We did the soft launch of this entire edition on 29th June. Tata Group celebrates Sustainability Month in the month of June. So as a concluding activity, we did a soft launch. This is the actual challenge launch, which we are doing on 15th of August on the 75th Independence Day of India. The ends, I think there is it is 29th August. 15th of September, we will have the submissions will come to an end. And 23rd of October, we will have the final presentation of all these ideas that would have come up. We put together a very brilliant technical committee. I won't go into the details of it, but each one of them are experts in their own area. And there are also quite a few passionate colleagues of ours who have been very actively campaigning around waste management within our campuses, within the homes and things like that. We've also invited them to be part of the technical committee, and you'll see some of them, as we publicize about the participation of the technical committee and their contribution as individuals to this space. We would be very highly appreciative of their efforts in this process as well. We have created a evaluation criteria, which is here on the chart on the ideas, which will be for the UG and the PG students, as well as there is a criteria for the poster evaluation as well. We have a panel of judges, 2 very senior CXOs from TCS, our CTO K. Anant Krishnan, and our Chief Marketing Officer, R. Rajshri. And we have our Member of Parliament, Vandana Tai Chavan, as well as our Vice Chancellor from SPPU, Dr. Nitin Karmalkar, who have agreed to be our judges for the finale. There is a list of prizes to be won as part of this entire initiative, the student edition. Total cash prizes worth 5 lakhs for the top ideas, designs, and special mention. Also certificate of participation. Also, we are also looking at opportunities that some of them might come up with great ideas, which will require way to incubate those ideas. So we have been in discussions with Pune Knowledge Cluster, with the Digital Impact Square of TCS, which is at Nasik, as well as the SPPU Research Park on incubating these ideas and then taking it forward. And there are others who have also offered to be part of this entire journey of taking the ideas through to prototype and into actual implementation. And more importantly, I feel that the student edition, this gives a great opportunity for the students to connect and interact with industry leaders and subject matter experts in this particular area. And I'm sure they will be able to bring all the collective knowledge that they have in this process. And I will come back later once we do the formal inauguration of the event at the hands of Dr. Mashelkar. I will come back about details about how do you go about the entire process and how do you take this forward. So thank you again, and welcome to all of you who have joined on this inaugural of the event. Over to you, Shirish.
The words of Dr. Mashelkar himself, Dina has connected with who's who into this space to build attraction, and has woven an excellent organization and ecosystem for the execution of this concept to realize. Talking about Dina, Dina has been recognized as one of the top 100 influential global data leaders and data visionaries. He advocates data centers as a strategic lever for business growth and transformation. Dina is also actively involved in leading sustainable initiatives in education and agriculture. So great to hear from Dina as such. We will move ahead with the next speaker that we have, Parag Karandikar. I would request Parag ji, and welcome Parag ji on the dais, and I'll introduce him. Parag Karandikar, who is the current editor of Maharashtra Times. Great to have you with us. And Maharashtra Times is the largest selling daily Marathi newspaper in the country. Has a circulation of around 3 lakhs in Pune and Mumbai taken together. Experienced editor with a demonstrated history of working in media production industry, skilled in copywriting, storytelling, news writing, and headline writing. His heart goes out for Pune. He is a proud Pune citizen, reflects strongly in all the interactions you could have with him. It is a great honor to look forward to see how he is reflecting on Pune Sustainathon as an event to come. So my request to Mr. Parag to share his thoughts on Pune Sustainathon going forward. Thank you. Mr. Parag, great to have you.
Yeah, thank you, Shirish. Namaskar, Adarniya Dr. Mashelkar sir, Mr. Kholkar, and all the dignitaries present on this digital platform for the inauguration of TCS Sustainathon. I'm really excited, and when I heard this concept of Sustainathon, and particularly with the students, I'm really, my hope again come back, and I think we will have something great sustainable solutions, some great ideas, out of box ideas from this particular platform. Yes, I am a proud Punekar, and I'm a journalist for last 30 years. I know many people on this platform also. Particularly, I've worked with Samskruti for some time, and in this all as a journey as a journalist for last 30 years, I always, from my day one of my career, I found this garbage is the real pain point for the city of Pune. Though we are one of the clean cities in the country, but we are not the cleanest. We are not the best. Where currently, I think Indore and Surat, they have done wonders about this. So it doesn't mean that we have not attempted in this area. We have made a lot of attempts. We tried many times. As your judge Vandana Chavan, when she was a mayor of Pune also, that time also we started mechanizing this collection and all these things, garbage. Then again we come up with the segregation at the source. Then again, so we are coming with the great ideas in last 30 years, but ultimately we are not achieving the final goal. This is what I think. Currently, Pune makes about more than 1,500 tons of garbage, and for the transportation for the only transportation, we spend more than 100 crores. We burn about 100 crores diesel every day to take garbage to the garbage depot, and at many point of time, this garbage depot is again a issue of concern. So disposal of garbage is a really pain point for all of us. And certainly when this, actually what I think is, तो जो एक संस्कार लागतो आपल्याला की आपण कचरा जिकडे तयारच होणार नाही किंवा तयार कमीत कमी होईल, and we will try to segregate at the point of source only. We will try to dispose it in the natural way at source. So I think this concept of taking ideas from the school children and make them aware and make this habit to them, because it starts from that age only. If they start thinking of from that age, it will be a habit for their life, and ultimately after some period of time, certainly this generation will make a great difference into the city life. I just want to mention one or two examples for this. One fine, I think 2 years back, I was traveling to Delhi, a gentleman sitting next to me. We were just chatting and he's saying he's setting up a plastic disposable plants in Haryana. So I said, what is the concept basically? Because I have heard about this plastic disposable and garbage disposable, then creating energy from garbage and all these things. But it is a very limited success for that, all the efforts. But the gentleman claims that he can put a plant of 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet and create about some 450 liters of diesel biofuel from the 1 ton of, or some 5 tons of plastic. So I asked him particularly why it is not happening in Pune or why it is not happening in Maharashtra particularly. So he says, "No, I'm trying, but actually our lawmakers and our city fathers are not giving attention to my proposal. They want a tendering process and all this technical nonsense." But what I found interesting that yes, there is a technology there, and the best part, he told me that it doesn't generate a tar actually. Dambar nahi tayar hot त्या plant मध्ये. That's why the plant runs about 310 days a year. So 1 day a week it goes for maintenance, and it is very less space it occupies. It very less pollution it creates. So I think this is out of box thinking, and we all need such kind of thinking in this garbage collection and garbage disposal idea. Yes, students may be the first step, baby step, I can say. This competition will certainly create that kind of environment and that kind of challenges. Swachh is doing great work in last about 10-15 years. I'm there with the Swachh from its concept actually. We worked together with Lakshmi at that point of time. There was a opposition for Swachh also, but now it has in the DNA of the city of Pune as well as in Pimpri-Chinchwad. And I think this kind of, but we as a citizens, we should also think to reduce the efforts of these waste collectors, and basically their work is, if you find time, please accompany them for 2 hours and you will really find what kind of pain they have every day to collect that garbage, to segregate it, to dispose it properly. मला वाटतं की आपल्या सगळ्या मुलांना, आपल्या सगळ्या सिनियर सिटीजन्सना पण, सगळ्या नागरिकांना त्या स्वच्छच्या व्हॉलंटियर्स बरोबर literally we should spend one morning with them. Then we will understand that we cannot create such kind of garbage, and what pain it creates to all other citizens. So yes, I'm very, very hopeful from this idea. I think after this first step, I heard a lot of big names there. Really, they come up with a great thinking, great thought process, and good resources basically. So we, as a citizens of Pune, we want to make our city clean. We want to make our city sustainable, and I think this is a great effort in that direction. From the Maharashtra Times, from the Times Group, we will support you. Please let me know in which way we can support you. Certainly, we can publicize this event, and we can give more publicity to other allied events if you have anything. We all look after Dr. Mashelkar as a lighting post kind of thing. He's a Maharshi in a true sense, and we certainly want to listen from him. He come up with the great ideas. He will say, I'm very sure that he will patronage and these ideas to incubate and to come up as a real solution. I once again wish you all the best, and thank you very much for having me here on this platform. Thank you very much.
So I think there's a little glitch on Sirish's end. Hi, this is Bridge. I am Sirish's backup host. So we'll now play a small video montage which we had recorded with all the key people involved here. So just wait for one moment.
TCS Sustainathon Pune 2021 is a great initiative coming from TCS, Tata Consultancy Service. Getting the young generation involved, creating an awakening among them. Pune International Center, partnering with them, or Pune Knowledge Cluster, IEEE. I think the strategic partners, terrific. And for actions, we have Pune Municipal Corporation, then APCCI, the other Poonawalla Clean City Initiative. Yeah.
Well, it all started off with my interactions with Dr. Vijay Kelkar, who, as you know, is the Vice Chairman of the Pune International Center. And Dr. Kelkar told me about the efforts that are on through initiative in PIC related to making Pune a carbon neutral city by 2030.
सध्याचा जो आमचा फोकस आहे तो स्वच्छ भारत अभियान, स्वच्छ सर्वेक्षण, घनकचरा व्यवस्थापन ओव्हरऑल, की ज्याच्यामध्ये कचरा झाडणकाम करणं, कचऱ्याचं कलेक्शन करणं, त्याचं योग्य प्रकारे ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन करणं आणि त्यावर प्रक्रिया करणं हा आहे. तो मुंबईपेक्षाही मोठा, म्हणजे महाराष्ट्रातली सगळ्यात मोठी महानगरपालिका आता पुणे झालेली आहे. 516 स्क्वेअर किलोमीटरचा एरिया झालेला आहे आणि जवळजवळ 50 लाखापर्यंत लोकसंख्या झालेली आहे.
As far as the city goes, it benefits immensely because this is a direct user fee based waste collection system. Finally, of course, this has provided dignity, security, and upgraded incomes for one of the most marginalized sections of our society.
When I heard about this TCS Sustainathon, I'm excited. Pune is my city. I'd been here for the last 50 years in this city only. And I love this city. I always find that this city should grow and this city should be one of the best cities of the world. Management is a real pain, you can say, as a city. And when I heard about this Sustainathon, I'm really excited about the idea. And when I found that TCS, corporate like TCS has coming in and providing platform for making ideas basically.
steering committee, technical committee. He has used his convening powers to get the best of the minds. So I think that's a great initiative. That Pune has done it before.
I don't find any sustainable solution on the process of the garbage and get rid of the garbage rather. So if any one idea, if at all, comes from this Sustainathon, it will be a great pleasure for me to hear that and to see that it gets implemented.
Right. And I'm looking at, the organizations like TCS running an initiative called as Sustainathon, again focused more on the youth, the students, creating this kind of a motivation about waste management and newer ideas that are likely to come on. So how do you look at this kind of initiatives?
It's a very good initiative, I would say. And in fact, if youth are charged with these type of thoughts and concepts, I think they will bring it into practice. It should become a part of our life. I have always been telling people that it should be a part of our life. Lifestyle, as we call it, it should become our lifestyle. So we have to think over it, we have to study so many things and then bring it into practice, that how in my own life I can do that. And again, as a citizen, how I can do that where I'm staying, and how I can help the whole nation and the world to go to a right direction. So I think this is a good initiative by TCS.
So Kunalji, great to have you here, and we are eager to hear your views on this event as the way that you see it, starting, launching, and executing. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I'm really excited about TCS Sustainathon event. Solid waste management is a need of the hour and burning issue of any municipal corporation, and Pune being largest municipal corporation by its geographical area in Maharashtra and one of the largest corporation in India, definitely has this issue at its forefront. TCS Sustainathon comes at a very right moment, because recently there have been addition of 23 new villages. And most importantly, Pune is known for its education and IT. Pune is education and IT hub. So there is a lot of young generation, young minds who are willing to participate in this kind of urban challenges, urban development challenges. So TCS is spearheading all this mission. I wish best of luck to all the participants, and I really thank all the strategic and challenge partners in this event. I'm really looking forward to be a participant in this all mission.
नमस्कार. खरं तर सर्वप्रथम मी टाटा कन्सल्टन्सी सर्व्हिसेसला मनापासून धन्यवाद देईल. एक चांगला उपक्रम आपण हातामध्ये घेतलाय, एका चांगल्या विषयामध्ये इनिशिएटिव्ह आपण घेतलाय. खरं तर आज देशामधल्या कुठलंही मोठं शहर म्हटलं तर सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचा पहिला प्रश्न असतो तिथलं घनकचरा व्यवस्थापन. सस्टेनेथॉनच्या माध्यमातून एक जनजागृती, युवकांना, तरुणांना याच्यामध्ये सहभागी करून घेणं आणि या महत्त्वपूर्ण विषयामध्ये त्यांचं योगदान याच्यामध्ये कसं असावं याच्या संदर्भात मला असं वाटतं हे खूप मोठी मुवमेंट होईल. मला असं वाटतं की चळवळ म्हणून पुढे येईल हा विषय सगळा, अशी मला खात्री वाटते. खर तर पुणे शहर हे आता राज्यातली सगळ्यात मोठं क्षेत्र असलेलं, भौगोलिकदृष्ट्या क्षेत्र मोठं असलेली एक नंबरची महापालिका आता झाली. जवळपास 518 स्क्वेअर किलोमीटर इतकी मोठी हद्द आता पुणे महापालिकेची झाली. पण जेव्हा समाजामध्ये TCS सारखे मंडळी आपण याच्यामध्ये एक समाजाप्रती असलेलं आपलं कर्तव्य या भावनेतून आपण याच्यामध्ये आता सहभागी होता आणि आम्हाला या सगळ्या व्यवस्थेला जो हातभार आता आपण लावताय, मला असं वाटतं मी आपल्याप्रती निश्चित या ठिकाणी कृतज्ञता भाव व्यक्त करतो. आणि पुढे जाऊन अजून याच्यामध्ये अधिकचं काम आपल्याला कसं करता येईल यासाठी महापालिका म्हणून निश्चित मी आपल्याला या ठिकाणी आश्वस्त करेन की जे आपण हातामध्ये घ्याल महापालिकेला आपल्याला सहकार्याची म्हणा, आम्ही निश्चित आपल्या सोबत आहोत. मी आपल्याला या सगळ्या उपक्रमाबद्दल मनापासून शुभेच्छा व्यक्त करतो आणि पुढे जाऊन खूप काही काम आपण एकत्र करूया हे या निमित्तानं आपल्याला सांगतो. मनापासून आपल्या सगळ्यांना धन्यवाद.
We all come together, galvanize ourselves into action. Pune can become an exemplar city for the rest of the country. TCS to me stands for Total Commitment to Society, TCS. And this is one brilliant example.
Great. So that was a really exciting and energizing video. And next we have a panel discussion between all the challenge partners. Sirish, are you back now? Or
Yes, I'm back. Yes, absolutely.
All right. So over to you then.
Great. So great. This was a demonstration, and Murphy laws definitely gets kicked in. As you see that there was some issue with the network. Apologies for that. As we have seen, the video gave an overview of who's who, talking about this Sustainathon as an effort, and how it is getting conceptualized and execution is getting set. The most important part of it is definitely the element of individuals who will be involved on the ground, the challenge partners. So we have a complete discussion on the ground, discussion about from representation from PMC, Pune Municipal Corporation, APCCI, Adar Poonawalla, Clean City Initiative, Swachh, as the challenge partners who actually are going to come together to really execute those ideas as they fructify, as they get finalized and the solutions are getting made. So we have Dr. Ketki Gadge from PMC, Harshad Barde from Swachh, and Mallar Karwande from APCCI to get represented here. So let's hear from them, what they have to say in this panel discussion that is going to come. I will just try it. Are you able to see this now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine now.
Great honor to have all of you from the challenge partners on board. Great. Welcome, all of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. So, let's go to Mr. Harshad Barde from Swachh. And, Swachh has been in this space for long and, doing a lot of legwork, a lot of work happening on the ground. So, Harshad, how are you looking at this event? And, how do you see dimension of technology as such coming into the play with TCS like, IT giant playing the thing?
Okay. Well, firstly, thank you for having me here as a representative of the waste pickers of Pune. It's not always often that so many stakeholders are available in one place to be able to speak our minds freely. I'll give a short, brief introduction about what Swachh is. It is a cooperative of the informal waste pickers of Pune who were picking waste on the streets before, but they now come to our doorsteps. As service providers, we pay them directly for it. And 3,500 of them are covering around 8.5 lakh properties all across the city, recycling 200 tons per day and saving the city almost 100 crores per annum. And this is only possible. This is a unique model. It does not exist anywhere else. It's only possible because the different stakeholders in the city, the citizens, the corporates, the municipal corporation, the elected representatives, the municipal staff, other civil society organizations all come together to work. But there are gaps. Waste management is a tricky subject. A lot of people say it's not rocket science. It's absolutely not rocket science. But even the simplest tasks sometimes have very complicated nuances to it. And this is where we are today in all the cities. Pune has had the privilege of a lot of people working on the issue, a lot of stakeholders getting involved. And I think this event, what it means for us is to have a few more stakeholders involved, especially those who are left out of the conversation most of the time. Sometimes because their opinions are not valued enough, and sometimes because they're simply removed from the issue and they do not have a platform to speak about it. So the one thing that we are definitely expecting from this event is to have the youth of Pune, who are the future of this city and of this country, to get involved in the waste management, to look at what sustainability truly means, to look at the various aspects that have been laid down by the challenge partners, and really help us with a new perspective that some of us in the field are not able to have, because we are, let's just say, we're in the middle of the waste ourselves, so we are not able to see from the outside. One of the things that we really think that this event could bring in is the technology aspect. Young engineers, students, people who are not in the science field also, will be able to view a world from a different way. They're much more connected to technology than a lot of us are. We hope that we are able to explore ideas such as information, education, and communication, or outreach through the use of technology. It could be through apps, it could be through using web platforms to try and reach out to the most number of people, to generate awareness about the situation that is there. Add to that the aspect of data. All of us know that data is now crucial. It always has been, but now it's not only crucial, it's also possible to collect great amounts of data in an efficient manner, remove redundancies, and be able to use that data to make good decisions based on information, based on ground realities. And what we're truly hoping is that this event is able to bring together the youth who can help us introduce these technology ideas, simple ideas that we are able to leverage in order to improve the sustainable waste management system that the Pune Municipal Corporation and the participants here have worked for decades now to try and establish. Introduce more transparency, more accountability, and assist all of us to actually do sustainable waste management.
Wonderful. I think that's really nicely summed up, Arshad. And the point of big data in the way that we see the basic sponsor as such as a vertical with Mr. Dinanath Kolkar himself being head of AI, artificial intelligence and analytics. I'm sure that somebody is hearing about it, and you will see a lot of technology solutions coming your way. Now, moving on to Dr. Ketki, it is wonderful to see PMC really charged up, and we were discussing about the numbers. More than 2,000 metric ton of garbage getting connected. So many workers on the ground really picking up the garbage out. So I would definitely like to know more about it, how PMC is contributing and in a larger way, and how this impact of this Sustainathon will bring help in the form of the new ideas coming from the vibrant minds like youth. Maybe your perspective, Dr. Ketki.
First of all, I thank PCS for having such a great event and having Pune Municipal Corporation as one of the stakeholders in this. Pune Municipal Corporation is providing, as an urban local body, we are providing services in the field of solid waste management and sanitation, which includes sweeping of roads, collection of garbage from the households, transportation and processing of the daily waste which is generated. And there are different streams of waste. So we need to provide solutions, or we need to provide the facilities for collection of all the types of waste. In addition to this, we need to clean the community and the public toilets, and also maintenance of those toilets. And for this, we have municipal permanent and contractual employees. We have around 10,000 employees. And in addition to this, we have collaborated with organizations like Swachh, that is a Kagat Kas Patra Kashtakari Panchayat, which is a trade union of the waste pickers. And along with this KKPKP, we have formed this body of Swachh, which Harshad has mentioned. That is a Society of Waste Collectors and Handlers. Actually, our general body has passed a resolution, and then this Swachh is formed, and then all the working pattern of Swachh is decided. So with the help of these all, around 70% of the garbage is picked up, or the waste is collected from the doorstep level by the Swachh waste pickers, and the remaining 30% is taken care by the municipal vehicles, because we have around 700 vehicles for the primary and secondary transportation and for collection of different types of waste. We have around 220 health offices, or the Arogya Kothis we call, and at these Arogya Kothis, daily attendance of the sweepers is recorded, and from here our supervisors or the Mukaddam level staff operate. Recently, after the incorporation of 23 villages, area of city is increased to around 516 square kilometers. It is almost doubled the original area, and the population is also reached to around more than 50 lakh. We will be having around 15 lakh households in the city. So it is a big area, and with the help of all the stakeholders, we need to have the solutions. We have to provide the effective waste management services.
Okay. Now, taking it forward, minds coming to really, bring out new ideas, and also being future leadership. So that is a very important
Yes.
dimension, right, of this Sustainathon
Yes,
as an event.
yes. Actually, yes. Because these youth will be are very enthusiastic, and they learn new things, and they can easily implement those because they work dedicatedly and honestly in all the areas. And we have experienced this because we have launched many plastic waste collection campaigns or the segregation of waste campaign. We are working with the organizations like CE, and Swatch also is working in various schools, corporates like APCCM, and also the Cummins India. They are also in the field, and they target these students and youth. So NSS and other organizations are also working hand in hand. So they can provide us the simple solutions which will be replicable, socially acceptable, then environment friendly, and also commercially viable solutions. So if we can get those solutions, we can have more and more, because they can see this at this problem with different perspectives or different angle, which can definitely provide us the solutions. And they can also act as a listening between the citizens and our systems. They can act as Swachhata Mitra also.
So, the way that I look at it is youth definitely provides that force. And if they don't think, if they make up their mind, I think then that particular force actually works and make the things happen actually. So, great, Dr. Ketki, that was a great overview about PMC, as well as, how things will get contributed and how youth can play the major role going forward. So going to Mr. Prathamesh from PMC, great to have you. And how are your perspective of this Sustainathon addressing any challenges?
Hello all, and thank you, Shirish and everyone. Myself Prathamesh Maskar, and we are consulting to the Pune Municipal Corporation. The thing is, there are many challenges, and there are many challenges partner like stakeholders there are with us to counter the challenges. So I'm going through with some challenges we are facing now in the collection and segregation of waste, littering and GVP. GVP is garbage vulnerable points, e-waste collection and management, awareness regarding sanitary waste, plastic waste, recycling, and BWGs, the bulk waste generator.
Right.
So these are some challenges in front of us now, and we'll see end of this TCS Sustainathon will get a solution and counter measurement that can be replicable all over the Pune. So that's we need to see how we
nicely put together, where all the stakeholders look at the situation, build that kind of aspect of various challenges. It could be in the form of collection, segregation. It could be in the form of how the way that we handle plastic elements that we use for our household. It could be related with how to make life easier for all those people working on ground, and many more. I believe that's the perspective that the individuals who are going to contribute to the solutions would bring into picture. So great, Prathamesh, nicely summed up. Let's move ahead to Mr. Mallar Karvande from APCCI. Other Poonawalla had been actually very active as an organization, and really has moved the things, and we see a lot of activity happening on the ground. So Mallarji, what is your perspective, and how are you looking at this event as a corporate?
Really, it's an exciting thing, and it's a great thing that a company like TCS, one of the greatest corporate, not only a turnover-wise or manpower-wise, ethically it's at top in its own class, and it is getting associated with the subject like waste management. It itself is a very thrilling thing, and I feel very fortunate that you all attach us in this forum. Coming back to our operational things, in a city like Pune, we are collecting 110 tons of waste, which is lying on road on daily basis. So because APC is just a chain in the entire one single link in the entire big chain. PMC is always a big brother for us, in entire this thing. We are just helping them. Personally, feel that coming TCS, providing TCS one good platform, having PMC Swachh on equal platform, we will get some solution and the young mind in this entire thing, that what can be the best idea to implement so that the new waste will not come on road. The young blood come in and they can suggest us what could be the next step to stop this new waste to coming on road or any public place. So
Right.
it will definitely give us a good thought on that. So we can change our some action plan. We will be more active on the technology ground also and on the operational ground also.
I'd just like to say that the youth are the future of this country. They're the future of this city. They're our future. It's our next generation. Really, what we would appeal is that this is an issue that affects each and every one of us, and it will continue to affect each and every one of us as our lives go on. Keep that in mind, that you're trying to solve a problem that is going to affect generations to come. You're going to look at a problem right when we're about to hit the climax of the crisis. So no idea is small, no idea is stupid. Also recognize that the people who are working in the field often develop a sense of cynicism, develop a sense of what we cannot do. Don't do that. Forget about what is not possible. Forget about what other people say cannot be done. Really focus on bringing in your new ideas, your innovations, whether they be technical, whether they be social, whether they be of any other sort. It really does not matter. But bring in your new ideas. Don't be fettered by the limitations that affect those who are in the system. And really, when you're doing this, think about sustainability in the truest sense. It has to be long-term, it has to be environmental, it has to be financial. And last but absolutely not the least, it has to be social in nature. Think about the people who are in the waste, who are working in the waste pickers of our city, the waste collectors of our city, the drivers, the bigaris, all the people who are handling waste so that we are not handling it. And when you keep them in front of you, when you try to generate wealth for them, when you try to generate an ease of life for them, you will in turn generate that for yourself.
I believe it's a great discussion, insightful discussion that we had. I must thank all of you to have taken time and provide you insights. We would definitely look forward for more and more involvement of the stakeholders, and you'll see a grand success for this Sustainathon event going forward. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great to see that kind of a synergy getting demonstrated and expressed for all the steering committee members, and basically seeing that the whole ecosystem is getting charged. To see that Mr. Kunal Khemnar, Additional Commissioner of PMC, was supposed to join this event. He couldn't join. Vikram Kumar, the Commissioner, Municipal Commissioner, has also sent his blessings out to us. So it's really good. The sustenance of this event called as TCS Sustainathon is itself critical, and it is in hands of this challenge partners moving forward. Taking it to the next level, I would like to request Dr. Mashelkar to come on the screen. I would like to get him introduced and request, after the introduction, request him to officially declare this e-launch has been inaugurated. So I'll I have a great honors to get him introduced, and I bow to him, his knowledge, the contributions that he has done in the thought leadership. So Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar was born in a village, Mashel, in Goa, and he is born and brought up in Maharashtra. He is a global thought leader, recipients of India's highest 3 civilian awards: Padma Shri in 1991, Padma Bhushan in 2000, Padma Vibhushan in 2014. He has been honored by 42 universities with honorary doctorates, which includes University of London, Salford, Petroica, Wisconsin, Monash, and Delhi, to name a few. An innovator and staunch supporter of Indian intellectual property, Dr. Mashelkar campaigned strongly with Indian academics, researchers, and corporates for strengthening the IPR ecosystem. He spearheaded the successful challenge to the US patent on the use of turmeric for wound healing and also patent on basmati rice. Dr. Mashelkar has been on the board of directors of several reputed companies such as Reliance, Tata Motors, Hindustan Lever, Thermax Limited, Pyramid Enterprises, KPIT Technologies, and several other private limited companies. A book co-authored by him with Ravi Pandit named Leapfrogging to Pole Vaulting has won the Best Business Book of the Year award in 2019. It shows the pathway for creating the magic of radical yet sustainable transformation. The assured framework explained in this book is the most relevant for TCS Sustainathon for the new ideas and hence the solution to be designed and executed. Let's welcome our chief guest for today's event, Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar, to share his insights and views about this event and waste management in general. So over to you, Doctor. It has been a great honor to be in front of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Let me begin by, first of all, wishing all of you a very happy Independence Day as we begin the journey of India at 75, and what a great journey it has been. I hope all of us together will create a new India which is resilient, which is resolute, and which just doesn't talk about the biggest democracy in the world, but the best democracy in the world, with all its values in terms of liberalism, tolerance, respecting diversity, all sort of kept completely intact. That's the new India of our dreams, and we'll all build it together. I want to, first of all, say it's a great honor and a privilege to have been asked by Dina to be the chief guest for this event. TCS Sustainathon, Pune 2021, and I'm very happy to do the e-launch. Now, we have been doing remote work, remote learning. Today, I also did remote lighting. I think we are getting used to this, so I do it remotely. It would have given me a great pleasure if all of us were together. I still like those old norms, you know, where you shake hands, you put your hand around, warm hugs and so on. I hope we'll come back to those days soon. To start with, Dina, my hats off to you. Your convening powers are absolutely incredible. The way you're being able to get not just the best, but the very best of Pune together on this great cause is really, really remarkable. TCS, yes, of course, I mentioned in the video that TCS stands for total commitment to society. In fact, Tata's, they stand for trust. Bombay House, I always said, is a house of ethics, and so on and so forth. So you're taking a lead in this, I think is extremely important. You know, we talk about new resolves on Independence Days. And we have talked about, you know, we had green revolution, we had white revolution, we are going through the digital revolution. I think what the country needs is a clean revolution. Clean revolution in every sense of the word. Honorable Prime Minister declared Swachh Bharat from Red Fort, and you can just see what difference it has made in terms of sanitation. Solid waste management is also part of it, as a part of the clean revolution. But I would suggest that the clean revolution has to be all over. You know, C.K. Prahlad had once said that it's an unwise fancy to think that you will become developed first and then non-corrupt. No, you have to become non-corrupt first and develop. So that cleanness has to come from all aspects, you know, a real Swachh Bharat. And out of that, there is one component. There are several components of that. Out of that, one component is solid waste management, a very critical one. Urban solid waste is a big problem. There is no question about it. I mean, if you just see, our population is growing, but the waste generation per capita is also growing. So there are two factors, double multipliers. And therefore, sort of to handle that is an extremely important issue. Again, I must congratulate you, Dina, for thinking of the young. As somebody said, I only think of the future because that is where I'm going to spend the rest of my life. The future belongs to the youth, all right? Future India is something that they have to build. So sensitizing them, I think, is the most sort of important part. So therefore, your idea of creating a sustainable tomorrow together, evangelizing sustainability, exposing the students is a wonderful one. I'd like to just narrate two interesting incidents in my life from which I learned a lot on how important this initiative is. When you live for 78 years, you see a lot. And a couple of things that have stuck to me, which are pertinent to this, I will just recall. One was I was in Indonesia, Jakarta. There was this issue of reforming their institutions, and World Bank had hired me as a consultant. And I remember it was a Saturday, a free day, and there was this Borobudur hotel, and I was sitting, and there was this swimming pool, a big swimming pool for adults, but a small swimming pool for children. And the Japanese parents, of course, had gone out with their cameras, and the children were there. The ayahs were looking at them, 4, 5, 6-year-old. And I still remember something which struck me. There was a dry leaf from a nearby tree which came and fell into that swimming dam. That child actually swam towards it and tried to catch it. And actually, I thought it is playing with it because the leaf was going farther and farther away. But finally, it caught it. And when it caught it, what it did was strike. That child asked for Aya's hand, got up, jumped, went in search of a dustbin, put it there, and came back. And where did it learn from? It learned from the parents. It learned from the society. To me, that is the citizen of the 21st century. The second incident I will take, this is China. When I took over as a director of National Chemical Laboratory, as you know, we tried to make it an international chemical laboratory, licensing our patents and so on. But we also wanted it to be a knowledge-based consultancy organization. And we said we'll do international competition. And there was a World Bank project on reforming Chinese institutions. By the way, I'm talking about 1990. And I'm very proud to say that was the first experience of doing it. And we won the contract finally by beating Arthur D. Little, Chem Systems, International Development Planners. And Mr. Ranganathan was the ambassador, said this was the first consultancy contract China had given to India. I did not know that. But the interesting incident that I remember was that, you know, the time was 1990. Foreign exchange shortage, nothing. So we had to really innovate. We didn't have dollars. So a friend helped us book ourselves in a 5-star hotel, the boardroom and rest of it. And we had a Chinese translator, by the way. And that fellow was from the embassy, by the way. He was a commercial attaché. So I, and a couple of our colleagues were driving through a Beijing street, and what happened was remarkable. So this fellow, you know, we have this secret box, basically, and if there was an Olympic on throwing it the fastest distance from wherever you are, I think we will win that. And that's what he did. He threw it out when the red light came. A girl came in school uniform, took out a receipt book and fined him. And he paid. Then when we went ahead, I asked him, what is it? He said, no, in this district, in this area, any citizen can fire anybody else. And the fine is paid. I'm talking about China of 1990 and Jakarta around sort of that time. What is the message I'm trying to give finally? You know, the message is it is our own responsibility, right? So there is nothing like self-discipline. You can't be disciplined, but self-discipline is the best discipline. And that is why self-awareness is what is at the heart of what we're trying to do. And I think that's a great news. Indeed, it's a great initiative. The other point that I want to sort of emphasize, and I'm very glad, Dina, that this is just one part of the bigger challenge that we have. I think we have to be very worried about the climate change issues. And if you just see the IPCC report that has come, basically, just on 6th of August, it will get you worried, really. And the report, actually, many people have commented on that. And Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary General, has said the report is a code red for humanity. The alarm bells are deafening. The evidence is irrefutable. Greenhouse gas emissions from fossil fuel burning and deforestation are choking our planet and putting billions of people under risk. So there's a serious issue. But remember what the pandemic has done. The pandemic has actually been a trailer of what can happen if climate change comes in full effect. For example, the current pandemic has provided a trailer of what will happen if a full-fledged climate crisis would entail. Huge disruption on demand side, as we have seen, huge disruption on supply side, as we have seen, and huge speeds of global transmission and global amplification. So these are warning signals, and we have to act. And I'm very proud to say that you have chosen Pune International Center as a sort of partner. And Dr. Vijay Kelkar, you mentioned about his thought leadership and the vision, etc. But when it comes to the climate change, etc., we are very, very lucky to have Professor Amitav Malik. If there was one person with passion, purpose, perseverance, and passion about this issue, it is him, and he has been the architect of what we are doing in PIC. And under his initiative, and of course, he is backed up by some of the stalwarts in this area from Pune. This net carbon neutrality by 2030 in the PMR was actually, that document was created. Our Honorable Minister, Environment, Uddhav Thackeray, released that, as you will remember, in January. But what is very interesting is that on 8th July, we had a meeting with Aditya Thackeray, the Principal Secretary for Environment and Climate Change, the Municipal Commissioner PMC, Municipal Commissioner PCMC, and also PMRDA Chief. All of us actually met together, and there was a discussion. And I want to actually give you a gist of what has happened. So in that gist, basically, we all agreed that Pune, as a matter, can show the leadership. And I have here the action point that came up from this, because Aditya, he talked about this Mazhi Vasundhara Abhiyan, as an initiative. And there are projects that are sort of emerging where we actually interface. And I'll just give you an idea. There are several projects that Amitav and his entire team have proposed. For example, there is an issue of green cover and biodiversity, policy reforms, and social media campaign to increase climate awareness. And there, how do you enhance the green cover, including urban farming? And what is said is that given rising urban population, mere forest area increase will need to be supported by urban farming. Residential societies, townships may be encouraged to have urban farms in their terraces, open spaces. Project developers must make space for urban farms by mandate, and the impact will be better environment, expansion of carbon sequestration capacity, and added agriculture area. And the intervention that is required is stricter action against non-compliance of environmental laws, existing acts for preservation of forests and reducing encroachment of land and water ecosystems. On priority river drainage system, culverts, streams should be protected against encroachment, landfills, debris by building developers. And the implementable in PMR immediately is all this. And in terms of an impact, it will say it will improve the city resilience and resource planning limiting environmental degradation and polluting activities. Or in other words, what I'm trying to say, I've just read out one, but this has been now detailed out. Several such projects have been detailed out. And I'm delighted to see that really working together, the ministry on one hand, the municipal commissioner, PMC, PCMC, PMRDA, all working together and getting together. So it is, PIC is not just about putting policy papers out. It is not just about thought leadership. It is about action leadership. And I'm very happy that that is happening. I thought I will take this occasion to assure all of you listeners that there is an actual action. Really, we have done it before. You have done it before. I mean, if you look at what Ravi Pandit has been able to do when he was MC CIA chief 2004 to 6, he created this Janavani and this zero garbage ward, and converting each ward into a self-contained unit. Each ward has a kind like an urban forest, where the waste generated is processed in the ward itself. And this was self-sustaining and self-sufficient. It was a great model. And that is why this public-private partnership at that point in time, KPIT and Cummins coming together, Janavani coming together, Pune Municipal Corporation coming together, Swachh coming together again. And what a remarkable effect it had. And in fact, just like we have shown in our book that you referred to, Shirish, this leapfrogging to pole vaulting, we have talked about these 4 levers in terms of social engagement, technology, economics, and policy. All of them sort of have to go together. And that's exactly what happened. For example, to create that social engagement, which I was emphasizing, there were 1,900 individual volunteers, 10,000 corporate volunteers. Then in user fee, the tipping fee based waste, not on waste collected, and the urban. The final message I want to really give is that we have a model that can be replicated. We have done it before, and we can do it again with a renewed emphasis that we talked about in terms of the Sustainathon, getting the young people engaged. I think that is the main point I actually wanted to make. The last point I'd like to make is that the Honorable Prime Minister today, in his speech, referred to this entire issue about climate change, and he talked about creating a new hydrogen mission, and then he talked about green hydrogen, etc. And I'm very happy to say that once again, Pune will show leadership even in this. For example, only yesterday, Ravi Pandit has released some breakthrough in hydrogen out of bio-waste, and has a huge implication because, so I just wanted to say that Pune has been always a thought leader. It will be an action leader. Even today, what the Prime Minister has talked about in terms of new hydrogen initiative that is being launched, mission that is being launched, green hydrogen that's being launched. Once again, you have seen Ravi Pandit's new company. They have actually announced that from bio-waste, they can generate hydrogen. And it has a great significance because bio-waste is a distributed waste, number one. And number two, it will do job creation in a decentralized way, because what India needs is actually decentralized job creation. All right. And that's a very major sort of breakthrough. You also saw National Chemical Laboratory and them creating these fuel cells, for example, and demonstrating them just a few months ago. So in terms of talent, in terms of technology, we have it all as far as Pune is concerned. Not just thoughts, but in terms of action. That gives us the confidence. And as far as the young are concerned, I think this is a very inspiring initiative, because there is one thing interesting about the young. They do not know it cannot be done. There is a good definition of an innovator. Innovator is one who does not know it cannot be done. As we get old, we feel we can't do, but for them, they can do sort of everything. There is a dangerous optimism about them. They also see what others are seeing, but think of what nobody else is thinking. So, Dina, I'm hoping that we'll come out with breakthrough ideas. All that I would request them to see is that the principle that has been lined out in this book, leapfrogging to pole vaulting, is maintained. Because we do not want incremental ideas. We want to make rapid progress, all right? With speed, with scale, with sustainability. Time is not on our hand. And in order to do that, you have to think radically differently. The meaning of leapfrogging to pole vaulting is that leapfrogging म्हणजे बेडूक नव्हे हनुमान उडी आपल्याला घ्यायची to create what? Radical yet sustainable transformation, basically. And that is possible provided you are able to get some disruptive, game-changing ideas. It is possible. As a nation, we have demonstrated that. When we talk about green growth, we have demonstrated, like light-emitting diodes. 7 years ago, the penetration was 0.2%. Today, it is 88%. Can you just imagine? And this has been done with government policy in terms of aggregating the demand and creating suitable sort of structures, etc. That is pole vaulting, all right? Because the size of pole is the size of our aspiration. I think in this Sustainathon, Pune must live up to its reputation and create something which will not just be Bedukudi, but Hanmanudi, not incremental, but disruptive and game-changing. So thank you very much for having me, Dina, on this occasion. Once again, I wish you a great journey towards the century of our independence. Not only want to wish you this year, but for the next 25 years. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And it is always inspiring, insightful to listen you, Doctor. And it's really amazing the way that you gave those two examples. So I would like to now take it forward and request Dina for his closing note. Over to you, Dina, please.
So thank you, Dr. Mashelkar, and sorry for the interruptions that we faced. As you rightly said, cleanliness is much beyond just the waste management of the city in the digital world. So I just wanted to formally let people know about the website on which they can register themselves as part of the Sustainathon, www.sustainathon.tcsapps.com events ongoing Pune 2021. That's a website. We'll have that published through various channels, and you can then go about participating in this event. Again, just a recap of the challenges, 4 challenges. There are 3 which are for the UG and the PG, and 1 which is for the school students. The schedule, 31st August is the registration deadline that we have set up. The 15th September will be the submission deadline, and you will have the details about the entire process being made available to you on the website as we progress. So clearly, the call for action is to participate, and I would request all of you who are there on the call socialize it. We will send you content which you can put up on your social media. Those who are part of the education ecosystem, let the students participate. And I'm very thankful to the Education Commissioner Vishar Solanki. He has given us the full support. The Vice Chancellor of Pune University has also supported this effort, and I'm sure it will reach the schools. We want to be very inclusive in our approach and ensure that we have many people participate. So here is a quick view of the registration. Their details are all available on the site for you guys to go about and do things. Again, I would like to thank, first of all, Dr. Mashelkar for making his time and joining us and blessing us on this particular occasion of the e-launch and giving us direction. As always, Dr. Mashelkar doesn't limit himself to just the year or the event. He has set us a challenge for the next 25 years, if you may say, and we always look forward to your guidance, sir. I'd like to thank Parag ji for joining us and showing a passionate Punekar's view and I'm sure there are many such Punekars who will be looking forward to this effort. And of course, all the steering committee and the technical committee members, thank you for your support. And of course, the team of TCS who is working very closely with the challenge partners and the strategic partners. So I'd like to thank all of them and look forward to making this the first Sustainathon edition a big success. And we would look forward to your ideas, your views on the subsequent editions of the Sustainathon. So I'll stay in touch with all of you and look forward to a very exciteful journey of the Sustainathon in Pune.
Thank you. Thank you, Dina. So we can officially close this meeting. Thanks everyone for joining in.